Hey, what's up? I'm Estelle Bain. I'm the founder of Florida Van Life. This is my home, and let me show you my camper van workshop. It's a bit of a commute, but I think we can make it together. First up is I'm gonna need a refreshment for the road. You're welcome. My favorite part about my workshop for Florida Van Life is the proximity to my home. It's just right outside. It's great. All right, hey, look at this detail work. I love it. Cause you were like in it, right? You're in like the zone. I do the same. The detail work on this is incredible. I love it. This van is one of our custom builds, and I love doing custom work for our clients because our clients know that we really protect the creative process. So basically, they drop off the van, and we agree on like 4 or 5 things that they really want to make sure that they have in the van. And then they basically just drop it off and we get to do what we do on it. So on this one, we knew that we knew what general layout they wanted, and then we knew they wanted kind of a kitchen in there, a bed, ideally a toilet, and then they just dropped off the van, gave us a chunk of time, and said, do what you want on it. So this is a custom van build right here. Right here is one of our camper vans that actually, the head gasket blew on this one, so it was gonna cost about $9,000 to replace. That's the problem with business. There's ups and there's downs and there's mistakes. So the engine on this one doesn't work anymore, so what I'm gonna do is turn this into an Airbnb, I believe. That's the plan as of now. Maybe on this property or one of my other properties. Let me show you over here is all the tools. And I feel really grateful because I get to have all of these tools right here, and it's like basically to limit the trips to Home Depot, because you're in the middle of a project, you really don't want to run to Home Depot just to get an extra box of screws. So I just have everything right here, and it makes my life, my team's life, so much easier. So we're really, really grateful that we get to have this, and we get to have all my go-to tools. You'll see me. Makita is my go-to. I have used them for years. This drill has been with me through 3 real estate investor properties, through 40-something vans and 3 Airbnbs. It's been with me through everything. I love Makita. I'm not sponsored by them, but maybe one day. I just have my electrical things. I have all the different tools, the hand tools, insulation, liquid nails, everything. I always say a nice shed is a girl's best friend, right? And right here, you'll see I have a bunch of paint. I always go to the Oops section at Home Depot, and I just get whatever colorful paint they have, because right now I'm in really my bright era. I'm really doing a lot of colorful, bright things. Yes, yeah. So sometimes, I like to get the colorful paints, but I accidentally once didn't triple check what color it was. So I got one of the Oops gallon paint things, and by the time I opened it up to paint my sidewalk, I discovered it was turd colored. It was poop. It was a nice brown, green, really unique color. I'm not really sure why someone chose that for anything. But right now I'm really into like creating a nice, like, bright environment, very creative for the whole team. It just, like, the environment you're in really shapes the way you think. And that's why I really like to have a nice peaceful home inside, a nice creative space out here. So here we have the workshop area. I am a big proponent of solar. It makes life easier when you own a home and when you own a van. So I added solar on this home about 3 years ago after I bought it, and now I have free electricity forever. And same thing with the vans. As soon as we put some of these solar panels on the vans, then you just have free electricity constantly as long as you have the sun coming through. So it makes life a lot easier. Oh, nice. Wow.
See that?
Beautiful.
Space wall seating. Basically, you'll be right there with your head on the ceiling. It's like right on. But yeah, basically
Cool.
You're sitting like around this level here. So your arms are like perfectly to, like, if you need to chop, prep food, work on your computer, whatever it is. Yeah, there's gonna be 2 beds. One's gonna be here, and one's gonna be here. This is like the master bed, like the full, I guess, and
Yeah.
the single.
Something that has really made this workshop a little bit easier is we added some sun sails behind here, because we're out in the Florida heat, so it is just constantly hot. So it's really important to have a little bit of shade here, But honestly, I like to do a lot of my work in the early mornings. Like I wake up, 5:36, get out here, get a few hours in before the sun. Maybe go inside, do some laptop work during the day, and come back out in the evenings before I hit the beach for my sunsets. And then come on into this RV. So this RV, I was given to me for free, and now I'm turning it into a podcast studio slash Airbnb slash music studio. This, like every project I work on, reminds me of my favorite quote, which is everything is figure outable. Anytime you see a problem, I just think back to all the other problems, the hundreds of problems I've solved in my life. I can figure that problem out. Also, another of my favorite things to do is if you can't hide it, you highlight it. So this whole area was really ugly. It was just ugly carpeting, messed up floors, all of that. This is where the podcast seats are going to be, so I'm going to have one here. Probably these two from an old van. I could not hide how ugly it was. So you know what I figured? Let me dump a bunch of paint on here and let me highlight it. And we can really feature how ugly this thing is. And it just is it's better. It's better than it was. I'm sure I'll push it even further, but as of now, it's better. Yeah. Well, thanks for joining me a little bit in my world. It's a crazy little life. I love it. And if you want to learn more, just follow along. We're going to be putting out more content here consistently. Also, if you want to learn about what it's like to work with us on a custom van build, give me a call. You can hit the link and you can book a call in the description. And I'd love to chat about if Florida van life is the best option for you. See you next time.